Hello and welcome to Lesson 2 of this upper intermediate course on English focus. Today the focus of the lesson is grammar. We're going to talk about strong and weak forms of auxiliary verbs. This might not sound like a very exciting topic, but the functions that these auxiliary verbs are used for when they're strong are quite good fun and worth practicing in a communicative way. Before we get onto the fun functions, I think we need to check that you know what an auxiliary verb is and review auxiliary verbs in their most common form. So the word auxiliary is, well, it's a horrible word. It means helping or supporting, and outside of English grammar, it's most commonly collocated with staff, meaning extra staff brought in to help when there's a problem. Or nurses. I've certainly heard the phrase auxiliary nurse, but I'm not sure if that's a role within a hospital, a kind of extra nurse that can provide care across the hospital, or if an auxiliary nurse is a temporary hire. Anyhow, I think the example of auxiliary nurses helps me understand the meaning of auxiliary. So an auxiliary verb is a verb that helps or supports the meaning through grammar, but doesn't change the action. So we use auxiliary verbs to make negative sentences in simple forms and to make the continuous and perfect aspects, and also in passive forms. Modal verbs are also auxiliaries, but they're used in so many different ways that I'm not going to review them today. I started by saying auxiliary is a horrible word. I don't mean the meaning, it's just a bit of a mouthful and I have problems saying it. You see, I checked the pronunciation on the Cambridge website and have discovered that I've been saying it wrong. There are two variations listed, the UK pronunciation and the US pronunciation. And I've been saying the first syllable in the US way and the fourth syllable in the UK way. Auxiliary. Auxiliary. I don't think I can start saying auxiliary. Before we get any further, I want to do a super quick speaking task called Find Someone Who. Here are 4 sentences with the subjects removed. I want you to find subjects for these sentences. You're about to meet 3 people. Each time will only be for 1 minute, so say hello and introduce yourselves quickly before asking your partner questions. There are 2 present perfect statements, 1 past simple statement, and 1 present continuous statement. For the present perfect statements, the correct question form is, have you ever? So, have you ever broken the law? Have you ever been mistaken for someone else? Try to use the weak form of have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever broken the law? The past simple question needs the past simple auxiliary verb. Did. Did you get? Again, try to use the weak form, did ya, or did ya. And the present continuous question has an auxiliary, so you can just do an inversion. Are you reading? Are you reading? Okay, 3 partners in 3 minutes. Pairing now, and off you go.